Hello, students. Welcome back once again. So we are into our second part of a topic that is microcontroller application and programming. As you know, this series of video I'm making for the students who want to join degree. That's why it is called as exam success series. So from diploma to degree preparation, only electronic subject. So in that series, we are today discussing the second video, that is, the topic is microcontroller application and program. Today, we'll start with advanced microcontrollers. So modern microcontrollers, that is we also call as micro CS, in 2025 are characterized by high integration. So please remember, high integration is nothing but the more sophisticated it is integration, then ultra low power consumption and increased computing power designed. It is also important that we should notice that it is also used, the advanced microcontroller, for edge AI and IoT application. So high integration, that is, we are using SoC chips, multi-core architecture, AI and machine learning, security, RISC-V adoption, right? So RISC-V adoption, when we talk about RISC-V, is the latest adoption. So we come to our mind, the first chip which comes to our mind is ESP32 chip, that is Aspirants has made this chip, which is very much used for Wi-Fi, BLE, and IoT application. There is another chip, WCH, or we call it as a CH series 32V003, ultra low cost, 10-cent MCU. It's a Chinese company basically, and the cost of the CPUs are very, very cheap. Okay, and after that, another chip that is latest, which has just recently come in 2025, is PI RP2350. That is Raspberry Pi Pico RP2350 is the latest chip. Okay, so this is advanced microcontroller we are discussing about. As you can see in the pictures, ESP32 have shown the board, and you can also see the Pico 2 board that is having 2350, and the STM boards which are there, which is having CH32V003 chip also. So we'll go to the next slide. Okay, software development tools. When we talk about microcontroller, please remember microcontroller embedded system. Then we need to have a software development tool, which is also called in simple language programming tool for the microcontrollers. Okay, so develop software development tools, integrated development environment, we call it as IDEs. There are different IDEs for different purposes. So comprehensive application like Visual Studio Code or IntelliJ IDEA, which combines code, editing, building, and debugging in one place. Coding is part, building is part, debugging is also there. So a few of the essential tools you can see on the right hand side, and the picture I've given, that is MATLAB, Proteus, Arduino, which is very, very common nowadays, Visual Studio, LabVIEW, eSpice, MATLAB, and Keel software. It is an old tool for 80, that is for programming your 8051 and 52s. So we used to have the older tools. Okay, anyhow, so essential development tools are editor first, that is Visual Studio Code, Sublime Text. Okay, then second is version control, right? Git and GitHub and GitLab. This is very important. You should all study more about GitHub and GitLab, especially who are interested in developing a project okay, using this IDs and the microcontrollers. Then third comes the compiler, assembler, that is GCC, ARM, and compiler. Then specific compiler, this is ARM compiler, is given by the same company who makes the ARM architecture, the same company it gives you. So collaboration, Jira, Slack, Google Drive, these are the different type of collaboration tools available. So now what we will do, we will discuss one by one the different type of architecture. That is, first we'll start with PIC microcontroller architecture. So peripheral interface microcontroller, which stands for PIC, that is peripheral interface microcontroller, which was developed in the year 1993 by General Instruments. It's a company. Okay. So microcontroller, the PIC microcontroller is based on RISC architecture. This we'll discuss this RISC architecture. What is it actually? Based on RISC architecture. RISC stands for Reduced Instrumentation Set Computers, that is reduce instruction set computers. Okay, so pattern of separate memories for programming and data, which separate buses, which will have a separate buses, that is bus lines will be little separate. So I have given a small in the picture. I have shown you the PIC microcontroller diagram, you can see, and here is the chip, that is starts with the number PIC 16F84 or different type of series. That is PIC available in the market ranging from FC84 to different numbers. Okay, so these are the chip that is made by microchip company, and the architecture is shown over here. So this little details you can study, as I have already told you. We'll not discuss, we'll only point to point we will be discussing for in this video series. Okay, anyhow, so next is ARM architecture fundamentals. The ARM advanced RISC machine, we call it as processors and a family of CPU based on the RISC reduced instruction set computing architecture. It is a widely used computer chip known for its efficiency and versatility. Okay, so common ARM processor families, that is Cortex M series, we call it as the latest one, that is used in STM series, ST microcontrollers, and also used in Raspberry Pi series also. For microcontrollers, low power real-time control. Okay, so it is very low power, it takes very less power, so it is preferred for that. Cortex R series is also there, that is for real-time system, automotive, robotics, and there is a Cortex A series for application processors and smartphone and tablets where it is used. So Cortex series, different MRA and other series are advanced RISC machines. So here the little architecture about how the ARM core works. So this block diagram will give you a little idea about the ARM architecture fundamentals. Okay, now we'll come to the third one, that is the another one, that is the RISC architecture and application. So RISC reduce instruction set computers. This is the latest one. Please remember, maximum projects we do on the RISC reduce instruction set computers architecture only, right? Okay, the microcontroller architecture that utilize small and high optimized set of instruction in small and high optimized. Please remember this word, you have to remember small and high optimized set of instruction. It termed as the reduced instruction set computer, or simply called as RISC, R-I-S-C. I've already told you this stands for reduced instruction set computer. Okay, whereas ARM stands for what? Advanced RISC machine. Whereas PIC, where we have just studied in the beginning, PIC, peripheral interface microcontrollers. Okay, so these words you have to remember. Okay, I have shown here in this slide 3 boards. This is a Raspberry Pi Pico, the W, and this is STM board, and this is ESP32, that is SPIF IC will be there. So this is a RISC architecture simple diagram. These are the very common boards what we use in our subject. Now, when we do study about this architecture and boards and embedded system board, so please remember, as you can see on your screen, here I have taken a small project, okay, that is a traffic light system using Arduino. So beginners, please remember, for beginning, you should use Arduino boards, which is running on which architecture, you should know about that, and you can start with a simple project that is traffic light system using Arduino. Those who want to follow it, I've already made a video on this. There is a separate video, that is project video series I have. You can directly go and check into that. So beginners starting, you should know how, or I will suggest you to go with the traffic light, how it works, simple and good. Okay, so we'll go to the next this thing. There is another circuit with RTC. We have already last week we have learned about RTC, that is for clock and timing, that is digital clock and temperature managing. Okay, so here what is there exactly? You can see here there is an Arduino board, there is a clock, and also one LM35 transistor type of device is used. That is nothing but it is a temperature sensor. So temperature sensor and clock, it will be displaying on your display. For running both, that is the clock timing and showing the temperature onto the screen, that is 16 into cross to LCD screen, we have used the Arduino board. So you will learn here the timing part, the sensor part, and the display part. So this is a good example for this. That will be the second project I would suggest for you all. Okay. So this is about the projects. I've just taken 2 ideas. You can directly log in, or you can go to my channel videos and you can try. So many projects are there for that learning purpose. Anyhow, so we have come to the MCQ part. That is the most important part for our subject. That is the important questions. So question number 1, for driving LEDs in multiplex display, which is the commonly used IC? Okay, what IC is used? So ULN 2003. This already we have studied in the first part. Okay, so ULN 2003 is the number, that is the IC number which will drive your LED. Okay, right. Question number 2, what is the program memory size of a basic 8051? Program memory size, it is 4 kilobyte ROM. Right, program memory size is 4 kilobyte ROM. Question number 3, which of the following microcontroller doesn't match with the architecture below? Doesn't match, please remember. It's not asking about matching, it is asking doesn't match. So MSP 430, that is Harvard, it is wrong. It doesn't match. Okay, this was question number 3. Let's go to question number 4. What is the main advantage of RISC architecture? So out of the 4, simple, faster instruction. This is the correct answer which suits simple, faster instruction. So answer is C, simple, faster instruction. That is question number 4. Let's go to question number 5. ARM stands for what? Just now I told you, Advanced RISC Machine. Question number 6, which architecture does PIC microcontroller uses? So it uses both Harvard as well as RISC. Okay, so answer should be both B and C. Okay, Harvard and RISC. So that is why the answer should be D, that is both B and C. Okay, let's go to the next question. Question number 7. Which of the following devices are specifically being used for converting serial to parallel and from parallel to serial respectively? So the registers, okay, they are serial to series to parallel and parallel to serial conversion. So first, the correct answer is registers. Question number 8, the Arduino board is also called as simple microcontroller board. Please remember, Arduino board is nothing but microcontroller embedded system. Question number 9, that fill in the blank, that is the language used by the Arduino IDE to code easily. What language is used to coding the Arduino IDE? The correct answer is C. Please remember, on Arduino IDE, you can code with C language. Arduino IDE language is C language. So these are the few of the questions I have just set for you. I hope you have learned something very basic and some questions. Please prepare for your exam and all the best for your exams. I will come up with a new topic in the coming days. By the time, please watch and share my videos with your friends. If you find it, if you have any inquiries, please do write to me. Right? Please write in the comment box so that I can read and I can answer you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.